Boy.
Coach, we've got the 1-3 Ottawa Redblacks playing the 4-1 Winnipeg Blue Bombers. What do you have to do to have success tomorrow?
Well, we have to play within ourselves. You know me. I'm always going to talk about us being a physical team, right? And we got to be that way from the beginning of the game. Like I told the guys just now, we take care of ourselves and we worry about ourselves and play within ourselves. We don't ask them to do anything more than they can, but we do ask for the best version of themselves. And so we got to be physical. Winnipeg's a great team. Coach O'Shea's a great coach, but at the end of the day, we really focus more so on ourselves and make sure our execution is good. This is probably one of our best weeks. I was just telling them the progression from day 1 to day 3, they really grew, and we got to continue that on the field versus Winnipeg.
You're down a few Mike linebackers, so what have you seen in Adam O'Clair to give him that opportunity?
Well, Adam's, been here a while, and Adam's done some fantastic things for us at the will linebacker. One of the great things that he's adding, him and Frankie, it's funny, they competing against each other at the will linebacker. Now they'll play together as Mike and Will, but the communication between Adam and Frankie has been outstanding and I think it's partially because Adam understands what Frankie needs to do out there, and when he's communicating to him, Frankie's getting the information that he needs. Adam's an extremely aggressive, mobile player, runs extremely well. So we're excited for this change to see Adam excel in the middle. So he'll go out there, he'll play his physical brand of football, and we look forward to seeing it.
How ready do you think Crum is for his start?
Oh, I think Dustin's ready. Dustin's been here now, I guess, almost a year, and so he's not new to the CFL game. He got a full training camp this year, and as things progressed, obviously he moved up and he got more and more reps as he went. The thing with Dusty is he always prepared like he was playing anyhow. And now what the fantastic thing is that he's had a week practicing with the guys who are starting around him. So he's built better relationships with those guys. Mentally, I've never been concerned with him being ready in that regards. And so now that he's had the chance to work the physical timing with these guys, I'm excited to see him play.
Now that you've had him in the building now for a couple months, what has Drew Desjardins brought to the group?
Oh, Drew's a fantastic player. He's extremely focused, quiet guy, but extremely focused. And he's brought what I would say is a workman's-like approach. Drew goes out there and he more so leads by example and the physicality of his play. He really fit into the group outstanding. Him, Jacob, Zach, Cyril, and Dino are a very tight group, and they've bonded well. So, like I said, with his communication there at the left guard, him and Dino have really built up a really good relationship over there. And that's, them and our D-line are two of the hardest working groups on the team. And so they lead more so by their actions than their word. You see us, whether it be in the pass game or in the run game, the physicality level on our offensive line is certainly raised with Drew. And then, obviously the other guys are a big part of it. Jacob's a big leader for us as well in that group. And Drew certainly toes the line in that direction as well.
Bob, what's this experience been like for you being here from the start of the season and into everything that's gone on, obviously losing some quarterbacks, everything?
Oh, well, it's an interesting question. Football is a game of changing circumstances, right? And so different things are going to be thrown at you in different times. And so you just adapt and move forward, whether it's adversity or whether it's positive. I think if anything, I try and always keep a even keel when I can, depending on when it is. But so you just move forward and you adapt to it. Like I said, when all of a sudden Nick may not be able to play and Tyree's playing, well, then you're excited to see Tyree play. Jeremiah comes back, you're excited for that. And then regrettably he gets injured, and then Dusty goes in the game. And so now you want to see Dusty excel. And so it's not a whole lot of time to worry about the negatives. We just focus on the positives and go forward from there.
What have you seen from Tyrell Pigram so far?
Oh, Tyrell's a great individual. We had a chance for a little conversation. I just had to ask him what his nickname was or anything like that. And nice, smart young man. Well-mannered. He's fit in the QB room well. Obviously, I would say the thing I was surprised about or the ball really comes out of his hand, tight spiral, great velocity, and so I'm excited to see as he gets a better understanding and feel for our offense, see how he progresses, because I think everybody thinks a lot of what he does with his legs, obviously, but I think he's shown the ability that he can throw the ball and be successful in that regards as well.
If you had to use one word, perhaps, to sum up your quarterback situation over the last 5 weeks, what would that be?
I don't know. I can't give you one word. I can't give you one word for that.
Okay, so you were kind of already alluded to, but it's got to be something that you've never experienced. Maybe you have at any part in your career.
Well, you know what? Regrettably, in 2015 in Sask, Darian Durant went out first game of the year. Kevin Glenn got hurt in Game 3, and then we were battling with our third and fourth quarterbacks for the rest of the season. And so different types of times with the starter going out or the starter not starting the season, but we've been doing this as long as I have. Chances are you've probably experienced something somewhat similar. No two experiences are exactly the same. So you just adapt, I mean, obviously it's, I think, a bigger deal for everybody because it's a quarterback spot, right? But this stuff happens, the first question I was asked here, really, if you look at it, we're also at our fourth Mike linebacker. You know what I mean? And so when you look at it, it's happening across the board, and people just think you just adapt when it's just the mic. But it's just the same type of thing, right? And so it happens more than probably you guys think about. So you just go forward and you move forward and you look at how you help the team get better.
The last question I have then, how much does the game plan have you had to change from with having different quarterbacks almost on a weekly basis?
Yeah, it's funny because that question comes up all the time. Obviously, you add certain things to benefit the skill set of whoever's playing quarterback, but you also can't go in and change everything that you do. You have a base offense in what you have. Yeah, you're going to add some wrinkles and variations for, like I said, to match somebody's skill set. But for the most part, Dustin is someone who's able to do the mobile stuff, and he's able to do the drop back stuff. So we don't have to really change a whole lot in what we do. What we have to do is scoring more touchdowns. And so, but offensively, schematically, not a whole lot. Maybe we attack slightly different than we do, but there is just limited changes in what we do.
Can I say, it looked like you might have a Drew's a quiet guy story when you were asked about that. Did one come to mind?
No, I wouldn't say no. I just think he's a quiet guy.
Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You might have had one. Okay.
No, I'm sorry, but no. He's just And when I say quiet, I think he's like I said earlier, he's workmanlike, right? He comes in here because I love sitting in the offensive line room. Communication's big to me, and in a room like that, those guys are always talking, always communicating. Coach Charbonneau does a great job, and as they go, and Drew makes his point when he needs to make his point, but he's just workmanlike. He just goes in there, boom, does his job. When he needs to say something, he says it, and that's it. And then he just comes in, does his job, and that's it.